Thea? Sweetie, what's wrong?
What's going on?
I have no idea. Thea just burst through the room in tears and ran off upstairs.
And you haven't checked on her?
Just waiting on you, dear.
You do know you're still a parent without me present, right?
Yes, but I'm so much better of a parent when I'm with you.
I can't exactly argue with that. Come on, let's go see what's up.
Sweetheart, you okay in there?
Dear God, Robert, does that sound okay to you? Get out of my way.
What?
Come on, let's go.
Hey, privacy!
In my house? Not likely, dear.
In our defense, we knocked twice.
Thea, honey, we can't help you if we don't know what's wrong.
Well, I got into a fight at school today.
A fight?
Why is this the first we're hearing about it?
The principal said he didn't want to have this incident publicized or drawn out in case anyone in the media got wind that it was a member of the Queen family who was attacked. He kind of just swept everything under the rug.
I knew sending you to public school would be a mistake. First thing tomorrow, I'm calling my old alma mater private school and...
Are you hurt?
A little.
How did this even happen to begin with?
I don't even really know. I was just telling my friends about the last trip we took, and then all of a sudden this other girl ran up and pushed me down.
Oh, no.
I didn't even know who she was, but then she just started shouting horrible things about our family at me. So I got upset and hit her.
You hit her?
Not that it did me any good. She just put me back on the ground and started choking me. That's when the teachers got involved.
I'm sorry you went through that, sweetie.
I just don't understand why she attacked me or said all those horrible things about us. I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, honey, we know that. It's all very simple as to why this happened. They're jealous.
Robert?
They are.
Of course they are. Thea, I don't think you understand how fortunate you are to be born into a family like ours. Sometimes that sort of thing just rubs people the wrong way. But it's nothing you have to apologize for or feel bad about.
I don't.
Not even a little bit. It's not your fault that you have things they don't. In fact, you know what I'm thinking we should do to take your mind off this?
What?
I'm thinking we should all go out tonight to your favorite restaurant to try and cheer you up. How about that?
Robert?
I guess that sounds nice.
After that, I'll take you to the mall and buy you anything you like. Anything to get you smiling again.
Robert! Darling, why don't you let me handle it from here?
You sure? I thought I was doing pretty good.
You were, but Thea and I need to have some girl talk.
Say no more. I will leave this in your very capable hands then.
Thank you, dear. Please shut the door on your way out.
Way ahead of you.
Thea, wipe those tears off your face.
What?
I said, wipe those tears off your face this instant. You may be hurting now, but it will pass, as all things do.
Oh, okay, Mama.
Thea, nothing in life is ever truly easy, even for someone in our type of circumstance. Did you know that when I was first getting involved with your father, I dealt with this kind of thing pretty regularly?
You did? But why?
Because no matter who you are or where you come from, there will always be those who feel threatened enough by your presence to try and diminish it.
But how did you move past it?
By not giving them an inch. The first rule I learned, and I will impart it to you now, is to never let them see you cry. The moment they see your tears, you've given them your power.
Then how do I keep them from taking it?
That's where not giving them an inch comes into place. It's hard, but if you do it right, it will make you strong.
But I'm not strong, Mom. Not like you.
Sweetie, I think you're stronger than you realize. But even so, it just takes time. If you ever have a moment that you doubt it, just repeat a mantra of affirmation to yourself as a reminder.
What kind of mantra?
Well, how about something like this? Repeat after me. I am Thea Queen.
I am Thea Queen.
Is that a question? Are you Thea Queen? Say it again with firmness. I am Thea Queen.
I am Thea Queen.
I am strong. I am powerful. I am unafraid.
I am strong. I am powerful. I am unafraid. What is it, Malcolm?
Good morning, Thea.
Is there a reason you're calling me? Has something happened?
Nothing exceptionally out of the ordinary, but I was trying to be more sensitive to what times I try to contact you, since you didn't exactly care for a late-night call.
So, you thought a call first thing in the morning would be better?
It's not like I'm interrupting you or anything. You should be up and about and on your way to work at this point. But I would like for you to come by the office later today if you aren't too busy.
Is there a specific reason?
There is, but none I feel comfortable speaking about over the phone.
Fine. I'll make it work.
Splendid. See you later.
I am Thea Queen. I am strong. I am powerful. I am unafraid.
Hey, Speedy, you up?
Jesus, Ollie, you scared the hell out of me.
Well, at least I know you're awake. We still on for brunch?
Oh, right. Yes, we still are. Just give me a few and I'll meet you downstairs.
Sounds good. You okay in there?
I'm fine. I'll just be down soon.
Okay.
I am strong. I am powerful. I am unafraid. I'm so full, but that was so worth it.
It really was. I've been hearing good things about this place since I've been home. I'm glad I finally made the choice to actually come by here.
Me too.
Here's your to-go cup, Mr. Queen.
Thank you so much. Go ahead and take this for the bill.
Sir, your bill was only $48.95. This is $200.
Then you get to keep the rest for yourself.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. I hope you have a lovely day.
You too.
That was nice of you. I certainly hope it wasn't your way of trying to get her phone number or anything, though.
She was adorable. But no, that wasn't for anything like that. I just like to be able to give back where I can, since I know I have the ability to do so. What? Is there something in my teeth?
No, it's just... You really are so much different than you were before. I know you've been home a while now, but... It's still surprises me sometimes.
Fun thing about being alone on an island? You have nothing but time to think about what an ungrateful prick you were.
And you managed to resolve it all in just 5 years?
Hey! You play nice. I just picked up the tab.
Okay, I'm sorry. Your arm is healed up pretty quickly.
Surprisingly, yes.
How exactly did you break it again?
Wouldn't you know it, the one time I'm not paying attention to where I'm going, I get clipped by the only fast-moving scooter in the city.
Still, though, it broke your arm?
Hey, those things hurt at high velocities.
I guess. I wish you could have gotten their license plate, though.
Like I said, it all happened really fast. Still, though, being laid up hasn't been all that terrible.
Oh?
It's given us plenty more time for some overdue brother-sister bonding.
I guess that's been pretty cool. Your friend Dinah must miss you down at the shelter, though. I know you were a big help to the night work there.
Oh, Dinah's been just fine. John even decided to pitch in for me while I've been out of commission.
Has he? That certainly explains why I haven't seen him much this past month. Maybe I should go down there and help him out.
Don't you worry about John. He's doing just fine.
Well, if you say so. I'm gonna use the restroom to wash up before we go. Will you watch my purse?
Sure thing. So it's really come to this. Having to spy on my own sister.
All right, I'm all set. You?
Ready when you are.
CBW Productions presents Green Arrow, Year 1. Produced by CBW. Written by Wyatt Bowden. Edited by Joseph E.W.
Look at these fresh faces and no customers. That really makes my heart happy. Because as long as there are people like you out here, then I'll always have a job in this town. But I'm sure you fine gentlemen didn't come here tonight to this storage facility to hear me ramble, so let's get straight down to business. This is what you all really came here to see. Fresh from the labs that brought you Viper comes the next best thing. Dragon Viper. Twice as potent and addictive, and every bit as deadly as its namesake. Settle down, settle down. No need to shout over each other. Supply of this is low right now, but there's plenty for your first taste. You'll get a sample of this before you leave. Just make sure you have the money ready.
What the? It's the hood!
He's not the only one you boys should be worried about.
Tell me not again.
Going somewhere, Diaz?
Yeah, far away from you two. miss.
Slowed you down, didn't it? There's the hood! Light him up!
Guess we'll have to do this again some other time, hero.
Son of a... Watch your mouth, punk.
Got you, bitch!
Canary!
I got him!
Don't go forgetting about me now, little lady.
I didn't. You okay?
Better now. Bullet only grazed me. It stings like hell, but I'll be fine. Annoyed, but fine.
Well, annoyed is better than dead, at least.
Don't I know it. Thanks for having my back.
Don't mention it. Heck, what with all the times you've covered me while I've been out here with you, I'd say you were overdue on me returning the favor.
You really did good tonight. You even got a shot off that hit its target.
I was aiming for his leg. Hey, I've done pretty good for someone who hasn't touched a bow since high school.
Aren't you a sharpshooter?
Yes, but rifles and bows aren't exactly the same skill set. Especially the way Oliver uses this thing.
Definitely can't argue with that. Well, hopefully, Oliver will be back in the field soon, and you won't have to keep up appearances for him anymore.
I hope so. This suit is a lot tighter than he makes it look.
Okay, let's finish getting these guys wrapped up so the SCPD has a nice present waiting for them, and we'll get back to the base so you can get out of it.
Copy that.
What the hell is he doing here?
Thank you for coming all this way to inform me of what happened last night, Mr. Diaz. However, as you were previously instructed, I would prefer that any and all further updates go to our associate for the time being.
But Mr. Merlyn, I don't trust some freaking...
I do. Which should be more than enough reason for you to put your suspicions aside. Understood?
Yes, sir. Good to see you again, Miss Queen.
Malcolm, what the hell is this? Why was he here?
Mr. Diaz has been part of our operation for some time now. It was only a matter of time before you two crossed paths again. Especially now that Oraboros is reaching its final phases.
That psycho tried to kill me. And you're telling me that he's been working with us this entire time?
Not the whole time, but most of it, yes.
Malcolm, you...
If it makes you feel any better, you were never in any real danger in that scenario.
What are you talking about? He had a gun to my damn head! And he... Wait. Did you orchestrate that robbery? At Queen Consolidated?
I suppose it doesn't matter to admit this now, but yes, I did. Only you were never the target, nor were you supposed to be a hostage. Mr. Diaz just took it upon himself to improvise in the moment, to which he has already been admonished for these actions.
Then what was the point? Who was the target?
Oliver.
Malcolm!
Will you please calm down and allow me to explain myself? Thank you. It's true. Oliver was indeed my target for elimination. I was left feeling quite displeased with him when he informed me of just exactly how it was Tommy died on the Gambit.
So you put a hit out on him?
I asked Mr. Diaz to deal with Oliver as an unbiased party, since I felt something should be done about it, and I couldn't exactly involve myself directly. But not to worry, I have since then had a change of heart on the matter.
Why?
His death would have led to an investigation, and that could have put our operation behind...
No! Why did you want him dead? What could he have possibly said to you to make you think killing him was the answer?
Did you know that my son apparently gave his life to save your brother?
He did?
Apparently, after days of torture and starvation, not only did my son help your brother escape, but he gave his life so that they both wouldn't die. Learning that particular bit of information made me emotional. As such, I am a tad ashamed to admit that I behaved poorly as a result. You needn't worry about any follow-up. I informed Mr. Diaz to let the matter go after he bungled the robbery attempt.
This has gone too far.
What has?
Us! This whole plan! The psycho who tried to kill me? The man in the hood with the blonde and leather? There's even some archer on the streets running around killing people now. Wait, does he work for us too?
Indeed. The other archer is our associate, and our insurance against any further meddling from the man in the hood. I apologize if you were frightened, but the theatrics during Christmas were all just a part of a grander plan to lure the vigilante out in the open.
You're telling me all those people died just to make a point? I can't do this, Malcolm! I won't do this anymore!
Before you do something rash, consider your position in this operation and all the things you've done to further it.
What I've done? That all pales in comparison to the monstrous actions you've taken.
Monstrous? It takes two to tango, Thea. Sure, I may be funding the experiments and committing the illegal acts, but you gave me the testing areas, and more often than not, the test subjects. So, I would tread carefully before throwing stones when your own house is not all that solid.
I'm not scared of you, Malcolm.
Perhaps not. However, I can't help but notice that your current hesitance falls on the heels of your brother being returned to you. After all, you first joined this operation when we both had lost something.
What are you getting at, Malcolm?
Well, perhaps you aren't afraid for your own life. But what about the life of your brother? I may not want to kill him anymore, but would that be sufficient motivation to keep you involved in this project?
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't I? He may have gotten away from Mr. Diaz, but I doubt he would be so lucky if I were to send our associate after him.
Why can't you just let me leave?
Because I need you, Thea. We are on the precipice of everything we've worked for coming to fruition. We can't allow any hindrances now. We're so close to the end.
You evil bastard.
Evil is subjective, my dear. As for bastard, well, the jury may still be out on that one. Even so, I still need something from you. The dispersal device you helped order may be on its way, but we're still having issues stabilizing the mixture. Now, I happen to know that there's a compound specifically made for stabilizing highly volatile mixtures like ours somewhere in the city. You are going to find it by no later than night's end and deliver its location to the Starling Botanical Gardens.
You can't find it yourself?
Oh, I absolutely can. However, I have other matters that demand my attention. Also, I suddenly feel the need to test your loyalty to the remainder of our endeavor. Hence, why you only have until tonight to do so.
You disgusting piece of...
Sticks and stones, Thea. And what's that old saying about only those without sin casting stones?
Bullseye! That was some nice shooting, man.
It could be better.
Maybe. But it looks like your arm is doing better. That's an impressive recovery for just a little over a month.
Still hurts a bit when I move it. But my teacher used to make a special concoction of herbs and other natural additives that were good for healing quickly. Let's just say it was very useful when we hurt ourselves on the island.
And you just have some of these herbs on hand?
I took some with me when I left the island, and found a way to mass produce it a little over a month after I was back. I'm still working out how I could get a sample of it to the pharmaceutical division of Queen Consolidated without raising suspicion.
No kidding. That kind of thing could help a lot of people, if used right.
Which, unfortunately, the pharmaceutical industry rarely ever does without charging patients through the roof.
So, since you're doing better, were you thinking about getting back in the hood sometime soon?
I really don't know what to think about that right now.
What do you mean?
I just mean... Dig, do you honestly think we're making a difference out there?
Of course we are. I mean, yeah, moving in on the Viper operation has been slow going, but we're making progress.
I heard about last night. Nice work on that, by the way.
What has you in this kind of headspace?
It's everything, really. Sure, we're making progress, but we're no closer to stopping it than we were when I started on my own. And now there's a psychopathic hitman out there working against the progress we're trying to achieve. It's like every step we make is an inch in the right direction, while he knocks us back a mile.
Well, yeah, I know this Black Arrow knocked you down a peg, but...
Can we not call him that? If we have to call him something, can we at least call him Dark Archer or something?
Well, I know Dark Archer messed you up. But when you get knocked around, you just gotta pick yourself back up and keep going. Any soldier will tell you that.
I don't know why it is I'm picking myself up anymore.
Now you've lost me.
When I first put on that hood, it was to honor the vow I made to Tiana before she died. But now I don't understand just what it is I'm actually fighting for.
I thought it was to help save this city from the corrupt people in power taking advantage of them.
And yet there's still plenty of other businessmen and officials doing just that.
I thought it was to make the streets safer for everyone that's too afraid to walk out alone at night.
Yet the crime rate hasn't budged, and now we know the police may be involved in Viper as well.
What about making a safer place for Thea?
For Thea. John, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
You're not gonna like this, but back during Christmas I found a big lead on the Viper operation.
That's great. Why would you think I wouldn't be happy about that?
Because I wasn't exactly happy with how I found it.
Okay, I'll bite. How did you find it?
Thea.
What?
I was at Thea's computer, and I found information directly linking her to the acquisition of the ingredient that makes Dragon Viper as deadly as it is.
You're certain?
See for yourself if you don't believe me.
I don't believe this.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I just...
How dare you keep this from me?
I'm sorry, John. But I needed to be sure that she was actually involved before I said anything to you.
And that's supposed to make it okay you've been keeping your team in the dark?
So now you want to be angry at me? How do you think I felt learning this?
Don't you turn this around and make it about you. You should have told us the moment you found this out.
What good would that have done?
We could have come up with a plan together to figure out just how Thea's involved, and to what extent. But instead, you're just doing the same thing that got your arm broken in the first place.
Well, maybe I just wanted to be sure for my own sake before having you two get involved. I know you care about her, but she's my baby sister. Of course I don't want to believe something like this is possible, but the evidence is sitting right in front of me and I can't just ignore that.
maybe she doesn't know that much. Or maybe she's being coerced.
That could be possible.
In a situation like this, we have to consider all possibilities. Have you found anything else since then?
Nothing, really. Just some emails regarding updates with the distribution chain for the Viper.
There's a distribution chain? Like a legitimate business? Who exactly are these people?
They call themselves Oraboros, but other than that, I have no idea. I've tried to backtrace the IP address, but the level of encryption's way beyond my computer capabilities.
Is that the real reason you're so stuck in your head about what to do?
I just don't see how I can save this city for my sister, if I'm going to have to save it from my sister.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to waste time sulking over this while the city still needs us. I'm going to go find out for myself just how deep Thea is involved in all this.
I'm not sulking. I'm just conflicted.
You do whatever you have to, man. No one can make you put that hood on again if you really don't want to. But there's people out there that still need saving. People that really need someone like you.
Well, that almost went horribly.
He actually took that a lot better than I thought. Which is certainly way better than how I'm taking it. So how much of that did you hear?
Enough. I came in just before he punched you. Thought I would let you two hug it out or something before I bothered butting in. What did I miss?
He was trying to convince me to put the hood back on. I just don't know if it's a good idea given everything that's happened. A lot of people died because of me.
Because of the other Archer, not you.
Well, those people wouldn't have been in danger in the first place if I had never put on that hood. He was doing all of that to get at me, after all. But now with what I've learned about Thea, I don't know what to think. What do you think I should do?
I think you're a good man with a big heart. I think you would take all the world's burdens on your shoulders if it meant it would be a better place. But I don't think I can be the one to make this decision for you.
I was afraid of that.
What about your promise? I thought you promised your teacher that you would save the innocent and punish the guilty.
That's just it, though, Dinah. Is the promise enough? Is it a good enough reason to continue on like this when there are people like the other Archer out there?
Honestly?
Always.
I think people like this Black Arrow.
We're actually going with Dark Archer instead of what the media labeled him with. Sounds a little easier to say.
Oh, really? Well, people like him and Ricardo Diaz are exactly why you should continue. You're one of the only people skilled enough to handle this kind of crisis. There's also a benefit to having numbers in your favor. You have John and me. I know I don't always make things easy between us, but I'd like to think we've been making a pretty good team.
I just don't know, Dinah. I don't know what I'm fighting for anymore.
Maybe this will help with that.
What's this?
Something worth fighting for.
The Happy Birthday Killer.
Keep reading. He's kidnapped 7 kids from their birthday parties in the past 5 years. 8, counting his latest victim.
Dear God. It says here the parents usually receive pieces of their child, left gift-wrapped on their doorstep, every year on their missing child's birthday.
I know. It's pretty sick.
How the hell has this bastard been able to keep getting away with this? How is this the first time I'm hearing of this?
Apparently, it's a dark secret that the SCPD have been able to keep under wraps until now.
What changed?
The latest victim. Look at the name of the kid and the person writing the article.
Tracy Duvall. Mother of missing 8-year-old. Tommy Duvall.
Yeah. Evidently, one of the older officers that's been around a while let it slip to her that her son's disappearance wasn't the first time this has happened. Guess she went into a frenzy to find out everything else she could after that.
Tommy.
You alright? I know this is heavy stuff and really bad timing, but...
None of that matters now. Let's suit up and get to work.
Oh, okay. Where are we heading?
SCPD Central. We need answers if we're gonna find out any leads on helping this kid.
You thinking of talking to McKenna? You sure that's a good idea? I doubt you're her favorite person right now, given what your Dark Archer did during Christmas.
Like I said, none of that matters. There's a killer on the loose and a kid's life in danger. I have to do something about this. I need to... He needs us.
I knew you were still in there somewhere, Queen.
I don't care how many of them is calling. Not a single one of those media vultures is getting so much as a cough from me until I have a statement prepared. You do your damn job and stop whining at me, officer. If they won't take no for an answer, then you hang up on them, like this.
Captain.
Turn yourself around and get the hell off my roof. Whatever you're here for, I'm not interested.
The happy birthday killer.
Should have figured that would bring you up here. What's it to you?
I want to help.
Like you helped Officer Yaboro during the holidays?
Captain.
Or any of the rest of those asshole industrialists the Black Arrow murdered?
I did everything I could. I didn't know that he... This time is different.
You're damn right it is. Because this time, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place when you came to me months ago. Walk the other way.
If you had, you would never have found out about the connections Viper had in this city. Or your own department.
Oh, goody! The one who assaulted me is here too! Isn't that just swell?
How do you plan on dealing with all that corruption you just found out about, Captain?
I have no freaking idea, but whatever I did, it certainly won't involve either of you. It won't be easy, but all of this will be handled within the parameters of the law. You know, the thing that you seem to think you're above.
The same parameters of law that allowed a serial killer to take 8 kids for over half a decade.
You got something you want to say to me, Jolly Green?
You keep wanting to reiterate the importance of the law. But where was it when all those kids needed it?
You're skating on some thin ice right now. I suggest you choose your next words carefully.
Or what? You'll arrest the only other people in this city who actually want to save it?
I'm warning you!
How much time was wasted hunting me in the beginning of my mission that should have been spent trying to find this monster? How many lives could have been saved? How long does Tommy Duvall still have while you're up here wasting time arguing?
I'm not taking morality lessons or a lecture from someone who chooses breaking the law as the only viable way to try and make a change in this city. How does that make you any different from those rich bastards you targeted? You're just forcing your own beliefs on how things should be done, just like they did.
Enough! Both of you! McKenna, I get it. Your whole world was just shaken up learning how corrupt everything actually is, and you're upset that he let you down when you needed him. But believe me when I say that those deaths were not his fault and he did everything he could, almost at the cost of his life. Hood, I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but cut McKenna some slack. From everything that was in Tracy Duvall's article, it sounds like a lot of this goes back way before she ever even came to this department. Given all the secrets she just found out about, I doubt she even knew about this before the news broke.
You were supposed to keep me in the loop. That was our deal. I let you do what you do best, but only so long as you keep me involved.
I know.
Do you? Because I just found out my department is rife with snakes working for Viper. I knew they all weren't walking the straight and narrow, but this? I have no idea who I can trust. I thought maybe I could trust you. But you left me in the dark. And it not only got my officer killed, but several civilians.
McKenna, please. Please, let me help.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't trust you anymore. And I'm not going to put that kid's fate in the hands of someone I don't trust.
You know we're the best chance that kid has at making it out of that situation alive.
Maybe you are. But that's not the chance I take.
What are you going to do then? If you don't trust us or the department, then how?
I'll figure it out. Just stay out of this and actually let me do my job for once.
Now that conversation went horribly.
She's right, though. I let her down.
That just means you have to make it up to her and prove her wrong.
How?
Are you gonna sit here and let her refusal to cooperate stop you from helping?
No.
Good, because I just pinged her phone.
You what?
Now we'll be the first to know when and if she gets any leads. I also downloaded the case history from her phone. She should really think about disconnecting from the cloud. Sure, it's convenient to have your work documents on the go, but not exactly the most secure way to handle sensitive police info.
That was pretty crafty of you.
I learned from a pretty crafty guy. Yes.
Miss Queen, you have your daughter here to see you.
Thea's here.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she alright?
She's looking a little roughed up, if I'm being honest, ma'am. But otherwise she seems okay.
Roughed up? What exactly does that... Just send her in. Sweet Jesus, what happened to you?
Well, I got into another fight.
Another fight? With the same girl?
Yeah.
Mary, please hold all my calls for the time being.
Is everything all right? Do you need anything?
Oh, we're absolutely fine, Mary. Just having some mother-daughter time.
Understood.
Go sit down and prop up that leg. Tell me what happened.
So, there was a rumor going around the school that someone was saying all we queens do is hide behind our money and leech off everyone else. That we're all talk and no action.
I see.
I ended up asking around the school, and then I found out that it was the same person from last week.
Here, sweetheart. Take this for the swelling. It's going to hurt, but it's better than letting it stay purple and swollen. So, what did you do after you found out?
I confronted her after school. I told her she needed to take back what she said and stop saying such horrible things about us.
To which she responded...
She told me that her dad lost his business because of our family. Because of something stupid Oliver did, specifically.
Of course it was. Which stupid thing was this?
Something about a Porsche through a restaurant window.
Oh, yes.
I told her I didn't care. Just because we might make mistakes doesn't give her the right to judge us. Then she said, we're just a bunch of parasites, and that this city would be better off if we all just up and died.
Then what happened?
I, tackled her to the ground.
You what?
I tackled her and just started beating into her as hard as I could. She eventually got me off of her, and that's when she hurt my leg. But I think I broke her jaw.
You broke her jaw?
Yeah. Mom.
Oh, sorry, sweetie. I don't want you to think I'm condoning what you did. But I just had the most morbid thought, and I couldn't stop myself after that.
What was that?
I couldn't help but think, well, that will certainly stop her from saying anything else about us. Isn't that just awful?
You're terrible.
I'm proud of you, Thea.
You are?
Not for the violence, of course, but you defended our family. You also took back your power.
I did?
You proved her wrong. She said we weren't people who took action, and you very much took action. A little too much action, but I digress. She tried to make you budge, and you didn't give an inch.
I'm glad you feel proud because my stomach's been in knots since it happened.
That's because you know attacking her wasn't the right thing to do. Thea, there's a big difference between reclaiming your power and doing the right thing to keep it.
Sounds complicated.
Get used to it, love. Everything just gets more complicated as you get older.
How will I know I'm going about it the right way?
Well, that answer is much less complicated. You'll know because you won't have that uneasy feeling in your stomach. Your heart won't feel as heavy, and you certainly won't be scuffing up my floors with an injured leg.
So, I'm not in trouble?
No, sweetie, but let's just keep this between us. Your father doesn't need an excuse to lord his position in this city over the poor administrators of that school.
How are we going to keep it from him? He's going to know the moment he looks at me.
Good point. Mary?
Yes, ma'am.
Cancel my appointments for the rest of the day. Mother-daughter time is going to be taking a bit of a detour.
Oh, of course, Miss Queen. Have fun.
We will. You ready, dear?
I guess, but what about work?
Work can wait. Family always comes first. Remember that, Thea.
Yes, ma'am.
Moira, I just spoke with your assistant. Please tell me she's playing a practical joke and that you aren't leaving just before our meeting with our new investors who've come all the way out from Osaka.
I'm so sorry, Walter. Please give Hamada-san and Atori-san my sincerest apologies, but something important has just come up.
Something involving Thea?
Something that is not your concern.
It's my concern when this kind of behavior could make or break a potentially beneficial relationship to the company. The investors
are in your very capable hands, Walter. I have the utmost confidence in your abilities to sway their decisions in our favor. Do you disagree?
Well, no. I suppose that it shouldn't be an issue I can't handle.
It's settled. Sweetie, would you mind waiting outside for me? I just need to finish speaking with Mr. Steele before we go.
Okay, Mom. Good luck in the meeting, Walter.
Yes. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Thea.
2 things, Walter. 1. If you ever speak to me like that again, I will see to it that you can't even get a job as a bank teller. Do I make myself clear on that point?
Yes, Mrs. Queen.
And 2, I assume you're familiar with the incident involving Oliver's Porsche?
Yes, the crash into Harry's Diner, I believe it was called.
Please see to it that the owner gets reimbursed and then some, so he can keep his business afloat.
I believe it already went under due to the damages.
Then buy it out and give it back to him for all the trouble that was caused.
Are you certain the budget can...
The budget will not be affected. This will come straight out of my personal trust. Just see to the arrangements.
Oh, very well. I'll take care of it.
Why did Malcolm have to make this like searching for a needle in a haystack? Oh, don't give me that look, Mom. I don't need you judging me for my choices. I'm just doing what I have to protect my family. Family always comes first, right? Yeah, well, what do you know? It's not like all of that talk of power kept you from being taken away from us.
Thea, I just got off the phone with our general accounting department.
Oh?
I don't know what purpose this device you've ordered is supposed to serve, but we had to draft from the reserve financials in order to cover its cost.
Oh, I see.
Do you? Because that is severely going to impact us this fiscal quarter.
Yes, but it will ultimately still reflect positively in our ledger when we manage the year-to-date financials. I did the math.
Oh, you did the math. Isn't that special? Did you also account for the fact that we were going to have to readjust other parts of the budget to make up for this? Because that is going to affect...
Walter, enough!
Excuse me?
I respect the passion you've had for these details. It's why I tend not to ever question you in your duties. But I am so sick and tired of you questioning my position and my authority.
Well, I'm sorry if that upsets you, but my job...
isn't to micromanage me. You are amazing at your job, Walter. But I will not keep allowing for these constant attempts to belittle me just because you think you know what's best. This is my family's company. If you don't like how I do things, there's the door.
Of course, Miss Queen. I apologize for my tone.
I'm sure that won't come back to bite me. Checking in on me?
In a sense. Have you made progress?
I have made progress. Nothing worthwhile, but progress.
That's troubling.
Why don't you go bother whoever gave you this intel? Or how about you sick your attack dog on them and see if he can get you more specifics?
I'm detecting a tone of displeasure.
Gee, I wonder why.
I know this situation isn't ideal, Thea. But losing our temper and behaving flippantly isn't going to... What was that?
Hold on.
Good news?
For you, yes. One of my corporate contacts just got back to me and said they know exactly where your stabilizer is.
Excellent. Verify the information is valid, then deliver it to our rendezvous point.
Why can't I just tell you now?
Because that isn't the task I gave you, Thea.
Sounds like you're wasting my time to prove a point.
Perhaps I am. Tick-tock, Thea. The night is young, but I imagine you want to get this over with sooner rather than later.
I am Thea Queen. I am strong. I am powerful. I am unafraid.
Hello? What's this? There's no rust on these nails. And this wood is practically store-bought. Where's a crowbar? When I need one!
Need a hand?
Jesus! What have I said about sneaking up on me?
Sorry, but we...
Come to think of it, how did you find me? Did you follow me?
Kinda.
What the hell does kinda mean?
It doesn't matter. We're here, and we want to help.
I already told you, I don't need your help.
And I disagree. I know I let you down before, but I speak from experience when I tell you that going into a dangerous situation unprepared is only going to endanger more lives. Especially your own.
I'm a cop. Danger is a part of the job description.
And helping people is part of ours. You may not want us here, but that isn't going to stop us. Not while that kid is in danger.
I've got a whole book on statutes that states why you can't.
Are you really gonna waste more time trying to arrest us? We're going in to save that boy, Captain. Whether you're on board with that or not is up to you.
Fine. Do whatever you want, but stay out of my way.
Understood.
What are you doing?
I can't exactly stay out of your way while we're stuck out here. Mind lending a hand?
What is it?
Shh. I hear something.
I hear it now too.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like old party music.
What? Out of my way. Oh.
Oh my god.
Is that...
Tommy Duvall.
What is all this that he's strapped into?
It looks like medical supplies, like someone attempted to build their own life support system.
Life support? What the hell has he done to this kid? You see the discoloration on his face?
It almost looks like an allergic reaction. He has a pulse, but it's faint. He needs medical attention.
Help me get him out of this thing.
Canary?
I found the music. My sister had a music box like this when we were kids.
We'll give it to her next Christmas. Let's focus on getting this kid out of here before the sicko comes back.
Yeah, got it. I think we need...
Not the music. You'll ruin the party. Oh, goody. More guests.
Happy birthday to you.
Freeze, dirtbag!
Happy birthday to you.
Get on the ground or I'll shoot!
Happy birthday, dear. Oh!
What the hell are you doing?
Buying time! Now get the kid out of here!
What's happening?
No, it's not time yet for the birthday boy to go.
Shh, it's okay. I'm getting you out of here.
No, he can't leave.
Where do you think you're going?
The party can't be over, not until he blows out his candles.
You're not the only one who can make noise.
Help Gina get Tommy out of here.
What about you?
I need to handle this.
Sure? He's pretty big.
Then I'll hit harder. Just go. Save Tommy. Saving him is all that matters.
Hey!
Now no one's getting presents.
I've got your present right here, you son of a bitch!
Damn it! No, god damn it, come on!
Am I going home?
Yeah, buddy. I'm going to get you home.
Home to Mama?
Yeah. Home to your mom. She's been worried about you.
I'm so sleepy.
No, Tommy, please don't go to sleep. You've got to stay awake.
But my eyes, they're so heavy.
Tommy, no! Please wake up! Come on!
Need help?
I don't!
Asking for it is never easy, but sometimes we all need it. I learned that the hard way once, and so did he the night he failed those people. Please don't make the same mistakes we did.
Could you help me with the door?
Go get the kid. I'll get it open. Cover your ears!
No idea you could do that.
Me either.
Where's your partner?
Get out of here!
Your music's too loud. Happy birthday, birthday.
Is he down?
And then some.
Thank God. I was starting to think nothing would stop that bastard.
How's Tommy?
He's really not doing too good. There's no way we can make it to the hospital in time. And he definitely won't last long enough for any paramedics to... How did they... Did you do this?
I called them in before we approached you outside. I was hoping they'd be here sooner, but it seems like they're just in time.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. This was all you.
What? No, I didn't...
Captain Gina McKenna of the SCPD single-handedly takes down the Happy Birthday Killer. Not only does that restore the public's faith in the department, but it should earn you some points with the upper brass.
But that's not what happened.
Who's to say otherwise?
Why are you doing this?
I'm doing what you asked. Staying out of your way so you can do your job. As important as what I do is, you're the one people need to see keeping them safe. Let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Hood! This doesn't make up for everything. But I'm glad you still had my back.
Me too.
We're down here! We need medical attention!
Hey, Thea. You all right?
Yeah, John. I'm fine.
Okay. It's just that you haven't really said much since we left the office to run this errand. I'm just trying to make sure everything's okay.
It's just this project I'm involved with.
Did something happen?
I got some unsettling news is all.
Well, how about we go get some dinner after this? I know it's late, but I don't remember the last time I saw you eat today.
I'm fine.
You sure? I know this great all-night diner that...
I said I'm fine!
Oh. Okay then.
John, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
Don't worry about it. I should have been minding my business.
You were just worrying about me. There's nothing wrong with that. Could I give you a rain check on that dinner date?
It doesn't have to be a date. We don't even have to do anything. If you don't want to.
No, John, trust me. I want to. I've just been so wrapped up in this project that my head is spinning. I just need to figure this out first, but I would really love to grab dinner with you sometime.
All right then. It's a date.
Oh, you can go ahead and stop here.
I remember coming here with my brother when we were kids. Darn shame the place has kind of fallen apart in recent years. Why exactly did we need to come here? This isn't exactly the safest area right now.
I know, I'm sorry. I just had to check in with one of my contractors for a shipment I'm expecting.
And they had to meet you here? At this time of night?
I don't plan to be long, please. Just stay with the car.
All right. But call me if anything happens. I really hope you're wrong about this, Oliver.
No one here. All right. I guess we just play the waiting game now.
I guess now we play the waiting game.
Come on. Where is this guy? It's not like I have all night.
Apologies for the wait, Miss Queen.
Oh my god. It's you.
I was informed you had something of value to deliver to me.
Yes, but I just didn't know that you would be...
Don't be so nervous, Miss Queen. After all, we're on the same side.
Thea, no.
Now please. Hand it here.
Here you go.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Look, since we're on the same side and all, is there a reason we had to go through all this cloak and dagger nonsense for me to give you this?
Ours is not the place to question our tasks, Miss Queen. But if I had to guess, I would imagine our mutual benefactor wanted you to understand the true weight of this endeavor, to appreciate the safety you have by not being in a position where you have to know people like me.
To put me in my place.
Your words, not mine. Still, I thank you for your assistance. Rest assured, our end goal is even closer in sight now that you...
What in the name of... Oh no!
I thought I heard some noise out here. Hi there, folks. Sorry to interrupt your evening.
Sir, please turn around and go.
Come on, man. Please.
Well, I'm sorry to be a bother, miss, but I don't exactly have anywhere else to go.
Oh my God! What the hell do you think you're doing? Let go of me!
Just as it is not our place to question our tasks, it is not your place to be involved in these kinds of affairs.
But he's dying!
Had to be silenced for what he'd seen. This is indeed unfortunate, but at this point in our operation, we cannot leave anything to chance.
There. Much better. Now, please, Miss Queen, I must insist that you leave.
What are you gonna do with him?
I'm going to fulfill my duties to protect Oraboros and further its continuation. If I were you, I'd wisely remember what you've seen tonight the next time you consider deviating from doing the same.
You sick, demented, murdering freak!
There. Soon nothing else will be able to hurt you ever again. I'm truly sorry this had to befall you, but you were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Thea, I need to get back to my post before she does. It's not like I can help out that poor man now. Don't tell me she's already back at the car.
I am the Queen. I am not strong. I have no power here. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. And I have no idea what to do anymore.
I bet you thought that you could do all of this without a problem. But saving the city was just going to be as easy as threatening some foolish tycoons into doing the right thing, and then all was going to be right with the world. Believe me, you have no idea who you're dealing with.
Hey!
Hey.
You're blowing off some steam? That looked pretty intense.
Something like that? How's the kid?
Tommy Duval is resting comfortably at Star City General right now.
Did the doctor say what was wrong with him when we found him?
So, get this. He was suffering from hyperglycemia.
He's diabetic.
According to McKenna, that's how Happy Birthday was picking his victims.
All of them were diabetic?
Yep. Every last one of them.
How would he even know that?
The coroner ID'd him as Lester Nelson, former pediatric nurse.
That psycho was a nurse?
Apparently, before he lost his marbles completely, he got fired for stealing a lot of equipment and supplies used to treat diabetics. Then he just vanished.
But why kidnap kids suffering from diabetes?
McKenna was wondering the same thing. According to some of the digging she did, his little brother died of hyperglycemia when they were kids.
My God.
That's not even the kicker. His brother died on his birthday after eating too much cake before the party even started. Sounds to me like he wanted to give these kids what his brother never got to have.
A birthday party that never ends. Eesh.
Well, luckily, Tommy Duval will get to have many more birthdays now because of you.
Because of us. Especially McKenna.
I gotta admit, I had her all wrong. She's pretty badass. How did you ever manage to date her?
I am deeply hurt.
Well? So, did you find what you were looking for?
I think so. Lately, I've been having trouble reconciling why I was doing this and whether or not I even should. Part of me was really thinking that I wasn't even making a difference.
What made you think that?
It was something the archer told me the night he beat me. He called me out for the arrogance of my mission and how easy I must have thought this was going to be. That I was out of my depth for engaging in something I didn't even truly understand.
Were you thinking he was right?
Kind of. I mean, I never thought fulfilling this vow would ever be easy. But I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I thought I was capable of taking anything on, regardless of how tough things got. But losing to him, and all those people who died in the process, started to make me wonder if I was wrong.
And now?
I think if it wasn't for us, that kid would have died. I think Gina wouldn't have made it out of there either if we hadn't been there to back her up.
And there's your answer. I may not have known your teacher, but everything you've told me about her tells me that she didn't ask you to make that promise because she thought this would be as easy just keeping your word. She asked you to do it because she knew that someone would need you in that hood, and that you would never stop getting up no matter how many times you got knocked down.
Why have you been so supportive lately? I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but...
It's a bit out of character?
You said it, not me.
Well, like you, I also keep thinking about that night you went up against the Dark Archer.
Oh?
I should have had your back, but I was too busy being mad at you for telling me what to do. That I stormed out on you. I let my pride get in the way and nearly died because of it.
That's not true. I was being just as egotistical that night by not letting you, John, or Gina back me up.
Maybe. But that still doesn't change how I feel about how I handled things. If I had stayed, I could have helped you or at least stopped you from making such a stupid decision.
You know, you would have liked Tiana. She didn't let me get away with anything either, just like you. She was also very kind. Just like you.
I'm starting to think you attract no-nonsense women, Queen.
Maybe I do. But you're right. Tiana would have known there would come a time that my vow to her wouldn't be enough to keep me going out there at night. She would have had faith in me to make the right choice when that time came.
And have you?
I have.
Good. Because I have your back as long as you keep doing that.
So you're saying that I'm stuck with you?
Afraid so. Hey, Dick. You alright?
No. I'm so very far from alright right now.
Oh. Do you need us to give you a moment?
No. I have something you both need to hear.
What's up?
Thea had me drive her to the botanical gardens tonight. She said she needed to meet with someone about a shipment and went in. I followed after her and saw her meeting with the Dark Archer.
So I was right.
Yeah. I know you didn't want to be. Neither did I, honestly. But I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
What was going on?
She was giving him some information, but they didn't say what it was. Only, with it, their end goal was in sight.
That's not good. It sounds like we need to move faster if we're going to stop them.
But how, Oliver? We don't even know where to start.
We do now. As much as I hate to say it, we'll have to start with Thea.
If she's in this deep, how can you be sure she'll talk?
After her meeting with the Archer, I found her crying by the bathroom area. I thought maybe it was because she was scared of him. But what if it means she's having second thoughts about being involved in all this? All the lying and sneaking around for this operation could be taking a toll.
I mean, it's worth considering, but it's not a lot to go on. How can we test it?
I have an idea that might work. But you're probably not going to like it, John.
I probably won't. But it doesn't matter. I'll do whatever it takes, man.
Okay. Then that will be our new mission directive. To do what we're trying to accomplish, this can't just be about taking down those who have failed this city anymore. We go after this organization. We do it by doing whatever it takes. For the city.
For the city.
For the city.
Green Arrow, Year 1 stars Jake Johnston as Oliver Queen, Gina Stockwell as Dinah Lance and Moira Queen, Cliff Jones as John Diggle and Robert Queen, Summer Rose as Thea Queen, J.D. Shouse as Malcolm Merlyn and the Dark Archer, Colima Acevedo as Gina McKenna, Henry Schultz as Happy Birthday, with Wyatt Bowden as Walter Steele and Joseph Bozlinski as Ricardo Diaz. Featuring additional voices by Wyatt West, Henry Schultz, Noel Pennison, Jeremy Tucker, Colima Acevedo, and Wyatt Bowden. Story written and directed by Wyatt Bowden. Music scored by Wolf Number 9. Featuring additional music brought to you by the Knighthood Project. Audio engineered by Billy Mazzell. Series art by Evan Collin. Edited by Joseph E.W. Series produced by CPW Productions. A reveal is made as the team finally uncovers the truth about the man behind the curtain for Oraboros. Tensions rise as Oliver begins to wonder on the futility of trying to stop this, when there could be a more permanent solution they aren't considering. On the island, Oliver continues his warrior training and Diana finally reveals the truth behind her relationship with China White. Next time on Green Arrow Year 1, Insurrection. They say the truth shall set you free. But how can that be when you allow the weight of that truth to hold you down further?